Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's our Morning Chat Mondays, and today we are talking all about the system I use to get absolutely everything done this week. And I've got to tell you, since I've become a productivity machine, so much is getting done. My workouts are getting hit. I'm never missing a single one. All my major tasks are getting done. My nutrition and my meals are planned for the week. I'm living a much happier and healthier life, and I'm going to be sharing that with you today. So we're just going to leave a couple seconds to hop on, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to share this over to the Facebook group right now. I'm really happy to have you guys here. Don't forget, if you have any questions that are popping up along the way, always feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will be answering them as we go. So I'm just sharing this right now over to our group. I have not yet found a non-clunky way to do this, so bear with me while I figure this out. Okay. All right, we are rocking and ready to roll. The system I use in order to get everything done during my week, make sure I take action. And what I also have for you guys is a free printout of all the sheets and everything that I use in my daily life. So today we're covering my ultimate system for getting everything scheduled, which is one of the most important things to getting things done, the free printables that I use on a regular basis, and also why I never miss a workout. If you're just joining me here, my name is Tanessa. I was a personal trainer for over 10 years before I realized that life is about so much just more than hitting your workouts. Yes, your workouts are important, but if you're not in a balanced, healthy life where you have, great relationships and you're eating well and you're taking time to sleep and you're feeling good and productive with your day, what does it all matter? So I'm here today to be your wellness expert to help you with your total wellness makeover. So let's get started. One of the first things I use is I bought a really cheap planner at Walmart. I started this system, I would say, probably in December of last year, and this system has completely changed the effectiveness with which I execute. And if you guys knew how much I would get done on a regular basis, I promise, give this a try, it'll work. So what I really like about this calendar, and to be honest, I bought it from Walmart because I wasn't sure if this was going to be the strategy I was going to stick with. I bought this calendar from Walmart for about $12, and I'll show you why I like this one. It's because the days are huge. It leaves me lots of room to write, and it's also got these massive monthly printouts. So this is nothing special. This is just something I looked for. So here is what I do. Every Sunday night, I go through this system that I'm going to show you and plan out my entire week. So I'll show you what I do. Here is my plan for this week. So this is September 11th here. And what I did was I drew a line down the middle of all of my different days. So what I have done is I have written everything that I know needs to be done this week or I'd like to get done this week onto this main planning system here. So here's what I've done. Here's Monday, and it's divided into two different sides. So what I've done is on this side here, the left box. This is what I call my priority box, and these are the things, do or die, that I have to get done on a regular basis in order to be successful. So now, while I try to limit it to 2 or 3 items maximum, sometimes a 4th item does sneak on there, but these are the ones that are going to make a difference in my life. They're going to push me forward and get me towards those goals that are making a difference on a daily basis. So my left ones are my priority tasks, my do or dies that have to get done that day. So today, for example, I need to work out, which I already did this morning. I'm going to go live and talk to you guys, which I'm doing right now. And then this week, what I'm working on is updating the onboarding process for my clients that are coming in through my coaching. So that is here, updating some of that stuff. On the right side here, these are the littler tasks that I need to get done for today. So for example, I have to remind a client about a payment. I have to make a call to another client that's waiting to hear from me. I've got to make a new sign-in sheet, just little tasks that need to get done throughout the day in my business and in my life. So I've got those two sides there. So then what I've done is I've gone through my entire week and I've laid it out. So I know what needs to get done this week, and I've assorted them into the days so that I'm never feeling overwhelmed, because you can make to-do lists all day long, but at the end of the day, if you put 20 things on your to-do list and you only get through 2 of them, you're not going to feel very successful. So what I want you to do instead is be proactive at putting 2 to 3 very important things on each day, and everything else is bonus. So that's why I like this system, because This side here is my priority tasks. So these are the things that are going to move my life forward. And these are the nice to have done. These are those little tasks, like pick up printer ink, the little tasks like that get done that aren't going to change your life, but they need to get done. So after I've done all of this planning, what I then do is I go to my weekly printables. So I have 3, and I'm going to start by showing you the first 2 here. So the great thing is I'm going to go through these. You can get these at tanessashears.com/planner. It's a email opt-in. So what you do is you just leave me your email, and I'm going to send you my planners for a total wellness makeover, and it's completely free. So these are what I use on a regular basis. So I've done the first step in my planner there. Then what I'm going to do is I then plan this sheet. This is called your Win Your Week sheet. So I look at the week as an overview. So there are different columns here, and I'll just take you through them. So first things first, I always like to put the quote of the week, something that's going to move me forward in that top box. So the one I'm really focused on right now is I am determined to make this work. That is the quote that's driving me, and I'm using it to drown out all of my negative beliefs that might be going on in my head. I am determined to make this work. So below, I list my big 3 tasks for every single day of the week. So what are my big 3 tasks? So you remember how we had this here, and we had the left column of priority tasks, and we had the right column of, just whatever tasks. Anything that included on that left column that I needed to get done this week, that is what I am going to be putting on my big 3 all the way down here. So if we can see here, so today was workout, go live, and update the questionnaires for my onboarding sequence. So that's pretty much what's going to happen there. Then on here, I also make sure I include the week we're focusing on. I include my big goal for the week. So this week, my whole week is centered around updating my client onboarding experience so that, it's a nice, easy flow. It feels good. I feel like I really understand my client before working to them. That's what I'm working on here. And then lastly, I have my habit trackers throughout the week. So in these different columns, I put the things that I'm working on right now for my habits, and my current habits that I'm working on are 6 workouts a week, 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, 30 minutes of reading per day, and a minimum 8 hours of sleep per night. So they give you all the little boxes there to track everything so that you know exactly what you're doing. So I have now filled out my Win Your Week worksheet, and now here's what I do. I then print out enough Win Your Day worksheets to last the entire week, and here is where I really get zeroed in on what's happening this week. So right on the top, I have listed my big 3. So these big 3 tasks that I need to get done, workouts already done. I'm going live right now talking to you guys, and then updating the questionnaire should take me about an hour and a half. So here is a secret productivity tip, which is going to skyrocket you forward. I heard something super valuable the other day while I was listening to a podcast, and the tip was, a task will swell in importance relative to the amount of time you give it. So I want you to think maybe to say like writing an essay, for example. If you have 1 month to write an essay, how long is it going to take you to write that essay? It's going to take you a month. It's going to take you a month. If you have 2 weeks to write an essay, how long is it going to take you? It's going to take you 2 weeks. So basically, the theory behind this is the amount of time you give something, that item is going to occupy that entire amount of time. If you give yourself no time limit or 3 hours to go to the gym, you are going to be leisurely walking between exercises. You might stop and talk to a couple friends. You might, take a long stretch. So while that's okay if you have nothing to do that day, I've got a busy life. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get done on a regular basis. So I'm not going to be spending time with items that don't have a set amount of time. So what I did was I set this out. So normally when I go through my email list for my business at the end of my day, it can take me sometimes up to 2 hours to process through the emails, because this is the same no matter what you're doing, whether you're cleaning the kitchen, whether you're doing your workouts, whether you're meal planning. If you don't have a specific task that is structured and set up, you will get distracted. So here's what I mean by that. Normally, I take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to process emails and do my rescheduling with my clients and sending out newsletters, everything at the end of each day. So I thought there's got to be a better way to do this, because I found, if a payment came in, then I'd go over to my online banking, then I'd put it in my spreadsheet, and so many of the emails on that list, instead of dealing with them and moving on, led down a rabbit hole where I got completely lost. So what I decided to do was I said, Tanessa, here's a challenge. I set on my timer on my phone a 30-minute time period to do my emails. And this is a massive decrease in the amount of time I usually get. And guess what time I finished all my emails at that day? 29 minutes, 36 seconds. And why was this? This was because I knew that timer is going to go off and I have to make it through that list. So there was no going down any rabbit holes for me that day. I was staying focused. And this is so important to getting productive, to getting your workouts done, to eating better, to sleeping better, to decluttering your life and getting productive. You need to set time limits on those things that are running away from you. So for example, I've got a lot of questionnaire updating to do today. I gave myself only an hour and a half to do it, and you can bet there is a timer going on my phone. When that timer goes off, I have an expectation that I am going to meet that timer, and it really works so well. I highly recommend you start setting time deadlines on the tasks on your to-do list. Otherwise, it could be an infinitely long list with no gear towards productivity. So there's a couple more sheets on this page, which is kind of neat. I've got a little get it done task here. So these are those little things throughout the day that I need to get done. I do set time limits on those. These are those tasks that take 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, stuff like that. I've got a little column down here for everything that I need to organize and clean throughout the day. I usually don't do a lot of organizing and cleaning on Mondays, as I try to keep my house clean throughout the week. I have a box up here for my exercise, how many minutes I did, or whether it was a rest day, because I do like to keep track of what I'm doing. I have something to monitor my water here, whether it's a meal prep day, and I have some boxes down here to also help me monitor my meals. So it depends what's helping you keep you on task. So that is the big system I use, and I've got to tell you, since implementing this system, not only have I been able to expand the amount that I get done in any given workday, but I have gone from working out 3 to 4 days a week to 6 days a week consistently for a shorter period of time and seeing way more results. On top of that, there's food in the fridge, and I'm a happy camper. So like I said, if you really want to get a hold of my system for a total wellness makeover, I'm offering that completely free. I love to make free stuff because I know that it impacts your life. And especially over in our Facebook community at She Takes Action, we're all about taking action there to move towards a wellness lifestyle, what feels balanced. I mean, think about your life. When life gets crazy or something comes up, the first things that are going to go is your wellness. It's your time for yourself. It's your nutrition. It's your fitness. Those are the things that get chopped off the bottom of the list first. And so this is a way for you to take back control of your life and your productivity, and it's completely free. You just have to head to TanessaShears.com/planner. I'll make sure to link that in the comments when I'm done this live video. The bonus thing is, in this Total Wellness Makeover free planner, not only do I cover those 2 printable worksheets, but I give you my strategy and how I actually prep for an entire week of workout and meals in 90 minutes or less. I have a week's worth of meal prep down to a science. It's a 60-minute event that happens every Sunday night. I also know how to prep for my entire week of workouts in 30 minutes, and that's for you. So head over to TanessaShears.com/planner and have a great look at this system. I mean, if you're feeling out of control, this might be something that might completely change your life. I have had so much fun talking to you on our Morning Chat Mondays this morning. Don't forget, I always answer any of my comments and questions on the replay if you're watching. Leave a comment or question, and if you want to see a certain topic covered in these Morning Chat Mondays, don't forget, hang out on the page, give me a wave, let me know what's interesting to you right now. I am really looking forward to talking to you guys throughout the week. I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic week. Be productive, stay on top of the things that matter, and move your life forward. We'll talk later, guys. Bye.